Going on, everybody? Welcome to Sport Karate Live on Point Fighter Live, and we're gonna have a great show today. I hope everybody's having an awesome week. It's been an awesome week for me. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday, and we got a few tournaments coming up this weekend, which we're gonna talk about. Point Fighter approved events, and the sport is thriving. I've been saying that for a while now. You're coming to a point where in the past there'll be a few tournaments on the same day and it'll hurt, but now you see tournaments now. you know you see tournaments now, two, three, four tournaments on the same weekend, and it doesn't matter, they're all big. So that's a sign of the sport getting better and more professional, more organized. And if you know any other tournaments that are really good, point five, they tell them you think they should be point fighter approved, tell them to contact me. And we got tournaments all around the world now. Power, thanks for joining us today. We're gonna have Poe and Red Hernandez. They won. Red won at the Florida Gateway Challenge this past weekend in Florida. Lauren and Pete Limbo's tournament, and it was a great tournament there. And then Skia, he won at the Kick Fest. And congratulations to everybody that went to the event, everybody that won and competed, and show your skills. Both tournaments were amazing, and great events. We have before we bring them on, we got a few tournaments that we're gonna have this weekend. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching us right now, give us some power. Share this video right now. Comment below if you have any questions, and let's show some love to our to these superstars and the show. That's how we grow. All right. So this weekend we got the Florida State Karate Championships. Murphy Gonzalez, Point Fighter Live, is gonna be there, of course. And I even have a student that's doing a set match there, so I'm excited about that. That's in Delray Beach, Florida. If you guys still want to compete, you still can. If you're out in Florida, all these tournaments are great tournaments. A great weekend to compete. Also this weekend, we have the Ozark Mountain Nationals. That's in Springfield, Missouri. My man, John Richard Osborne Jr. What's going on, guys? Everything good? Power, baby. Power. What's going on? Everything good? Let's see. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, sir? We are interviewing the winners of the show. I didn't know that you wanted to come on, but I'll try to send you the link while we're doing this, and you can come on the show for sure. That's right. Ski is the man. We brought him on for his tournament, and we're gonna and we talked about his event. It's this weekend as well. The Metro United Open, and it's an awesome event in Michigan. It's been Point Fighter approved for a few years now, and it's a growing event. And he really highlights the juniors, and he does a lot of cool, unique things. They also got the Masters Challenge, Forms Challenge, great tournament. Point Fighter Live is going to be at all these events, so make sure you guys tune in. Before we bring him on, we're going to bring on Askia first. Let's talk about our sponsors. We have Fighters. Sorry, somebody just called me. Fighters Inc. and Top 10 is one of the sponsors of the show. Check out those camel gloves right there, beautiful. And we also have Doors Brothers, another great company. You need awards for your event, bam, you got them right here. The Godfather of Sport Karate Awards, been around a long time, pretty much since Sport Karate started. Almost, I would think. I don't know. I can't think about when they didn't do Sport Karate Awards. All right, and then we got one more. We have the ASG gear. All right, allstargear.net. Jason Chen. We're gonna do the giveaway for these gloves. The giveaway for these gloves right here, and I was supposed to announce it in this show, but I'm gonna announce it in the next show we have. Okay, we have a bunch of people that shared it. I just it's summertime. I didn't have time to do this. I just remembered about it now before the show, so I want to do it right. I just don't want to pick randomly look at the list. I want to actually put the names in something and pick out a name. All right, so I want it to be fair. I want to do it in front of everybody too. All right, so let's bring on Askia. That's it. Let's not have nobody waiting. What's going on, Power? Yes, thanks for tuning in. Give us a share, guys. Give us a share. All right, here we go.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Everything good?
Everything's great. Everything's great. How are you?
Awesome, man. I know you're busy. You got the tournament coming up this weekend, and I know summer gets hectic as well,
Yes,
and the
indeed.
school, you back to school, all that stuff, and so it's a crazy time of the year, but it's an awesome time of the year. It's exciting. Like you got your tournament coming up too,
Right.
right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Hey, so congratulations. We're gonna get to that as well. There's also a pre-show on the event. Make sure you guys, you could still go to it. You still got a few days if you haven't made plans. You got a great event over there in Michigan. Hey, so Kickfest, you won what you won? I saw you holding up the money, and you won the overall grand.
Yes, I did.
Nice, man. Nice. That was good. Hey, so um that was great, man. That was great. Now you've been around a long time, right? And
Yeah.
so you've won your share of money. Like what's the difference? What's the difference between now winning some money and then when you were like 18 when you were winning money? What how has
Big
that
difference.
changed?
Uh, First, I'd like to give a shout out to Grandmaster Khalid and Romeo Cross. It was an excellent event. I actually went down into the ballroom with all my stuff ready to go, and I didn't find out that they were giving out $500 cash until I got in the tournament. Um,
Wow. So you
yeah,
didn't even know about it. Yeah. Wow.
now
$500. That's good. That's
that's a
good.
nice surprise. Yeah, I took a few fighters. There's about seven of us went down, and I was gonna fight anyway, so it all worked out. I really appreciated it.
Man, that is awesome right there. That's really good. Um, man, so all right, so you kind of have been competing more, you're more active now, right? Like you're
Yeah,
more
yeah.
active. Like you kind of come and go, but you guys seen that you've been more active, but at this point you've won a bunch of titles already. What are you looking for in tournaments? Are you trying to does it depend on the city or the just the overall event or what are you looking for now when you're trying to see which tournaments you compete in because you've done it all pretty much already.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm looking for customer service. I'm looking to give some folks a try and go some places where I haven't been before. There are some wonderful tournaments, and I think everybody should just kind of get out of the rigmarole of doing the same thing all the time, and you'll get to know some different people and enjoy some different venues. But most importantly, is taking my students out to compete. This
Ah,
year
yeah.
been taking 15, 20, 25 members to
Man,
so that part is exciting for me to get to relive all this through them.
man, that's great. So they're a motivating factor in all this too, right? Yeah.
That and trying to
You're
keep them.
taking them and you're competing. Man, that's really good. Now I have a question on that too. I actually had another question that I thought about, but I got another one while you're talking.
Okay.
um how hard is it to let's say the switch, right? You're taking your students, you got a lot of them come going to the tournaments, right? And then you're
Right.
fighting at the tournament, right? Did like what like that's kind of pretty hard to do. I remember, you know, when I was fighting and taking even with my team, right? Towards the end of my career when I was fighting, I was thinking more about them than myself. I'll be coaching and then, hey, you got to fight. They're calling you in the next ring. Like
Right.
how do you manage that?
Well, first we have a great instructional body, coaches, lots of coaches come
Okay,
in. And
coaches,
they're
yeah.
dedicated. Um, but we try to do most of the work here in the school. I can't coach you through any bad habits or any lack of effort that you didn't put in. So if they do the work here, everybody should be able to kind of take care of their business. In addition to the fact that I don't necessarily take the competitive part that I do anymore quite as serious.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. I plan to win. I expect to win. I train to win. Uh, but it's a different field this go round.
Yeah, it is. Hey, now, I've told everybody, if anybody doesn't know, you've been around a long time. When did you start martial arts? How old were you when you started?
I was 7 years old when I started, right before I turned 8 years old, and I'm currently 42. So I've been at
Wow.
it for.
Wow, man. And how did it all start for you? How did you get started? Who did you start training with and all
I was bugging my dad for karate lessons after watching karate movies. All the and so
that?
uh, we started out with Robert Perry, who is in Columbus, Ohio now, but
Oh
he was
yeah, Robert Perry. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And then after he moved, we went to Mr. Plowden School, and I earned my black belt with Mr. Plowden.
Wow, man, that's good history right there. That's great history right there. And you've been around, and back in the SES days too, right? SES was a great team that
Yeah.
you were part of, and you've won that. You've done NASCAR, you've done MBL. Is there any goals that you have, like other, that you is there something that you haven't done that you haven't, there's something you want to win that you haven't yet?
I'm fighting for a WKC title coming up, and
Yeah.
goal is to prepare for that and win that. Uh,
Have you done that before?
I have done the WKC before. I've fallen short to Dominic Aversa, fantastic fighter, and my goal is to get out there and
Oh
take.
yeah, Dominic Aversa. Wow, that's that name. That guy's been around a while too,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah,
I remember fighting him when I was a lightweight back then. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But he's great. Him and his
yeah.
brother. We were actually talking about a good subject today about underrated competitors, right? And then I think
Right.
somebody mentioned him as
That was me.
well there, and
Yeah,
he is. Those guys are underrated right there,
yeah.
both of them. Yeah, but there were some good names today that I saw on the list, and
Brought back.
man, it's crazy because sometimes, like, being underrated, it's like it's kind of how does that happen, right? Especially when you're really good and you're winning, and then but I guess maybe people, I don't know, people just don't talk about certain fighters as much as others, right? Like,
We have a sport that is a kind of what have you done for me lately, and if
yeah.
you're not for whatever reason staying somewhat relevant, it's easy to move on with so many talented athletes out there.
Yeah, hey, that is true, right? That is
Yeah.
true. That is very true. That makes perfect sense. It is, people don't remember what you've done the last tournament. They just remember you by what you did in the last one, just the next. They don't remember two tournaments down the road from there for
No.
sure. Yeah, hey, so, I've wanting to ask you this question. I probably should have asked you before, like offline, but I'm gonna ask because your profile name is Atif Allison, right? But I've
Right.
always known you as Askia. Askia is your nickname, right? But your full
Yeah.
name is Atif.
No. I see as my government name.
Or Askia
Uh,
is your government name.
yeah.
Okay.
Prior to running the school full time, I was a detective. I did a good amount of my work plain clothes or undercover. So
Wow.
I go with my middle name, Atif. But yeah, Askia Atif is
Ah,
what
okay, okay,
everyone
okay.
calls me.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, okay, do I start calling you? Because I was only a skier, But I was
Right.
wondering. Now you have a very successful school,
Thank
and that's great. And you also balance it too with like, you balance it well because you're a competition team, and like before, like I would say even 5 6 years ago, that was a lot. So many most business consultant companies would tell you stay away from tournaments, but we keep seeing like there's like a movement, right? A movement of like top, schools that go to tournaments and they're still successful.
you.
So
Right.
what advice would you give to anybody out there that was like hesitant, that they're in the business of trying to make money off their school, to build a good school and what, but they're scared of like losing students, maybe because I think that's the biggest fear, right? When you take kids to tournaments is maybe something happens and you lose a student. That's the only thing I could think of that's there's so many benefits. The benefits outweigh, the pros outweigh the cons, of course. But how do you balance it? Anybody that gives, that's out there thinking about doing it.
I think the goal is not to be selfish. I'm very thankful that my instructor kind of opened up this world to me. A lot of us have decent sized martial arts schools, and honestly, there's probably less than 10% of your population that's going to go out and be competitive. Give them that opportunity. I've managed to amass some of my best friendships from these opportunities of traveling and seeing the world. And I couldn't imagine this art, this sport, this activity without it. You don't have to go to every tournament every month, but within your calendar, set about 4 tournaments. It's great for team building.
Yeah,
Uh, went to the Kick Fest. We loaded the kids up in the van, and just to watch them play the dozens and talk junk and eat
yeah,
together,
man.
go out in the pool, you can't replace that stuff.
Hey, that's so true. That's so true. Hey, and that's true. Like you said, you build chemistry, and from there, you build a true team. Your future instructors of the school as well. There's so many benefits that could come from that. Hey, so before we let you go, what's your next tournament that you're competing at?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I got to get out here and get some work, but I'm definitely coming to Miami. So we will
Yeah,
there. Oh
that's gonna
no,
be good.
next tournament is Anthony Price's tournament next month.
Yeah, man, that's Anthony Price, great, a legendary tournament right there. Hey, and your card set is gonna be awesome for this tournament. Like, I'm gonna have that to you tonight. It's been so hectic, but you'll have enough time. We'll have enough time to get it printed and all that. Hey, so this weekend, Metro United Karate Open Karate Championships. Well, any $1,000 to the most supportive school. You know, you got great awards. Referees are uniform. Awesome hotel, uh, great venue. Anything else you want to add to it? We already have a pre-show of the event, but you know, I know you got some good sponsors for it too, and
Yeah.
great awards. Awesome. Anything you want to add?
We're trying to roll out the carpet, the red carpet. So come on out and enjoy it. $1,000 for the most. We have lunches for the judges. Our referees at the end get a free cold one at our
Yeah,
after party. So it's gonna be a good time. We'd love to have you out.
that's awesome, man. Hey, it was great to have you, and great fighting. You know, it was good. Congratulations again on the Kick Fest win. $500, boom, for overall grand. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Nice.
All right, man. Take care. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. You too.
All right.
Power.
Power, baby. Yes. All right. Now the Florida Gateway Challenge winner. We're gonna bring them on. Red one, and then Paul is with them. Two brothers, two great sport karate brothers. Let's bring them on. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much. We're doing good.
Awesome. Welcome to Point Fighter Live, and congrats, Red, on your win over there at the Florida Gateway Challenge. How'd you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot. It was good. It was
Awesome,
really
man.
good.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Everything good?
Everything's good. Been
Awesome.
living
You
the life.
weren't, you didn't compete, but you were there, right? Like you were just there.
Yeah,
You
I
were,
was there to support.
yeah, yeah. You guys have been a dynamic duo for a long time now.
And
Hey, so before we get into more sport karate talk, Red, how do you enjoy the tournament, and what division did you compete in? That you won? You won the grand championship jacket, that nice jacket, the power ring, right?
I competed in traditional weapons and traditional forms in the adult division.
Nice. So in the adult division, that's great. That's great. Now, how old are you guys? You guys are
I'm 18. I'm 17.
18 and 17. Awesome, man. So you guys are just a year apart. Apart. You're almost like twins, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know that you guys aren't twins, but just being around you guys, sometimes it feels like I am with twins. You know, so that's pretty cool.
I
Now,
would get that.
when did you guys start karate?
We started. I was 6 and he was 5.
Yeah. Wow, so pretty young, pretty young. Did you guys want to do it, or your mom just, she wanted to put you?
I I was the one that wanted to start.
Yeah, I just tagged along and now I'm here.
And you guys are both black belts. You train with Mr. Joe Known, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. The Tiger and Giraffe. Oh, no, what's the name of the school? I'm sorry.
Tiger and Crane Gojiru
Tiger and
Unification.
Crane. Yeah, Tiger and Crane Gojiru Team Legacy, and
Yeah.
they got a good crew, right? They got a good crew. Tell us a little bit about Joe Known's been around a long time. Great instructor. One of the legends in Miami. Tell us about how training with him.
Training with him. Um, I started training with Sensei Joe at 11, and it really it opened up a lot of doors for me. Like training with Sensei Joe, I learned a lot about martial arts that I wouldn't have learned anywhere else, and it really helped me build up my skill that I wasn't that in both in the dojo and in the tournaments.
Yeah. Hey, and when did you guys start competing? Because I know he's a big advocate for tournaments, right? Like when was your first tournament for both of you?
Oh, our first
Um,
tournament. That was.
we've been competing for a while, but our first big tournament with I was when we started competing in NASCA was when I was 12 with Sensei Joe.
Yep.
Okay, so that was your first tournament, or did you? That was your first NASCA, right? 12. But
That's for Nebraska.
but did you compete at regionals before that?
Yeah, we
Even
competed a lot of tournaments when we were younger.
So when basically pretty much after you started karate, right? How what belt, what rank? Like beginner
I believe I was orange.
in
Yeah.
orange belt. Awesome, awesome. That's great. That's great, man. Hey, so you guys right now are you're on a trip, right? Because it's where I know
Yeah.
you guys are from Miami. I'm in Miami, and it's already nighttime. It's the sun's kind of going down. Where are you guys at right now?
We're at Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice. It looks nice, beautiful there, and I know that you guys are also um, gonna go teach as well, right? You guys are gonna go teach in
Yeah.
Texas with Nick Smith,
Actually,
and that's awesome. Have you guys done that before, where you've gone and taught at another school, like for seminars and stuff?
we go to Texas at least twice a year, at least to teach and do his black belt ceremony.
That is awesome, man. Yeah, Nick Smith is a good guy. He has a great
Yeah.
tournament as well. That's going to be hitting
Oh, yeah.
the NASCA scene soon too for next
I'm
year. Hey,
excited.
so how many times a week do you guys train?
How many days a week?
Yeah,
Usually 2 to 3 this
2,
week.
3, 4, 5, depending on the week.
Yeah.
When we first started with Sensei Joe, we were training practically every single day.
yeah, wow. And hey, and do you guys what are your goals that you have for the like for the sport? Because you guys are now in like that 18. You're becoming like you're becoming adults, and
Yeah.
like, do you see yourself competing as adults as well?
We see ourselves competing, and we're also teaching as well to help with the
Oh yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
We teach at down in Homestead. We teach some kids. We use the space in our church, and we teach Goju-Ryu over there also.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you guys kind of see are looking to like that could be your future right there, where you maybe open your own school and stuff. That's kind of what you're looking at. You could see that in the future. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that in the future.
that's awesome, bro. That's great. You guys are doing it. You're living that martial art. You guys that martial arts life, right? Which is great. Hey, so Red, I know that you got how you got your name. You know, you're Red, Red, right? But Paul, how did you get the nickname Paul?
All right.
And your real name is Nathaniel, right? Nathaniel and
Yeah,
Dom,
Nathaniel.
right?
That's my
Yeah,
real name.
yeah.
But my nickname Poe, I got that because I was for a while we opened a school with Sensei Eli, um, and he when we opened the school, I was a big kid. I was fat, but I did a lot of karate with nunchucks and stuff. So I got Poe because when Kung Fu Panda came out, I
uh,
became after that.
so the
So
Eli named you? Eli named you Paul? Or,
yeah,
I know Eli since he was a kid too, so I could see how he would name you that. He's a cool guy as
yeah,
well.
he's
Pretty
awesome.
cool. Yeah, man. That guy, great. He's like a Miami legend as well. Great competitor as well. I didn't know that you were with him and like you kind of trained together as
Yeah,
well.
for a
That's
while, the school closed sadly, but it was fun. Really
that's
fun.
great. That's really great right there. Hey, so hey, tell me a little bit about some cool moments at the event. Like, have you ever been to the Florida Gateway Challenge tournament?
This was my first time.
It was pretty big this year. Like I saw that
Yeah.
they even ran out of trophies. I think right, and like because they didn't expect so many people to come. So how was just the whole overall experience? For anybody watching that may want to go next year.
It was a really good event. It was really well ran too.
Yeah.
It was
Very smooth.
Yeah. Hey, and how about that ring? That power ring. It was good. Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
Did it
Some
fit you?
flappers
Because I
and
know we
stuff.
have we only have one size. Did it fit on one of your fingers?
If
Yeah.
it's
Awesome. Yeah, and it looks great on your hand. Guys, thanks for joining us. I know you guys are on vacation. The sun is about to start going down. It looks beautiful
Yeah.
back there behind you guys. Let
oh,
us see a little bit of the field
Oh yeah.
back there. Let us know. Wow, that's awesome, man. That's great. Hey, you guys need a picture in your uniforms training there. That'll be cool. That'll be cool for a trading card, right? That'll
Yeah, I
make
would
perfect
be.
for a trading card. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks
Yeah,
for joining us
it's a
again.
pleasure.
Congratulations again, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully in Miami in a Miami
Yeah.
tournament. All right.
All right.
All right, sounds
Thank you.
good. Thank you
All
for
right.
having it.
Take
All
care.
right.
Power, baby. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for joining us. Share it, comment, and see you soon. Power, baby. Have a great week.